This is the story of the miraculous apparition of the Virgin Mary, Our Lady of Good Help to Adele Brise in Champion, Wisconsin. A young Belgian immigrant named Adele Brise gave witness that Mary appeared to her on October 9, 1859, in the town of Robinsville, which is modern-day Champion, Wisconsin. Adele immigrated from Belgium in 1855 with her family when she was 24 years old. Adele Brise at an earlier age was blind in the right eye and also had a caustic scar on her face from a lie accident. Adele Brise's story begins in Belgium, a land steeped in Catholic tradition. Adele's family decided to emigrate to America. Adele, although uneducated and blind in one eye, had wanted to pursue a life as a nun in the foreign missions. Adele had not wanted to move to America. Her priest counseled her to emigrate with her family and assured her that if it was God's will, she would become a nun in America. In 1855, at the age of 24, Adele and her family embarked on a journey to America. The Brises eventually settled in Wisconsin, joining a community of Belgian immigrants. Series of miraculous events unfolded. On October 9, 1859, as Adele was walking through the woods to a nearby gristmill carrying a sack of wheat, she experienced something extraordinary. A brilliant light appeared, and within the light stood a woman clothed in dazzling white, surrounded by a radiant light. Adele was filled with awe and fear. The woman said nothing and soon disappeared. This would be the first of 3 apparitions. Adele described the woman as being clothed in white with a yellow sash around her waist and a crown of stars around her head. Her golden hair flowed freely, and she stood between 2 trees, a hemlock and a maple. This mysterious encounter left Adele deeply shaken. 2 days later, on her way to Mass, Adele saw the apparition again at the same spot. Once more, the woman remained silent. Seeking guidance, Adele spoke to her local priest, who advised her that if the apparition was of heavenly origin, it would return. On October 17, 1859, while on her way to Mass with her sister and a neighbor, Adele saw the woman a 3rd time. Gathering her courage, Adele asked, "In God's name, who are you and what do you want of me?" The lady responded, "I am the Queen of Heaven who prays for the conversion of sinners, and I wish you to do the same. You received Holy Communion this morning, and that is well, but you must do more. Make a general confession and offer communion for the conversion of sinners. If they do not repent, my son will be obliged to punish them." The Virgin Mary instructed Adele to gather the children, teach them their catechism, how to make the sign of the cross, and how to approach the sacraments. Gather the children in this wild country and teach them what they need to know for their salvation. Go and fear nothing. I will help you. Clear mission was both a challenge and a blessing for Adele, who was uneducated but deeply devout. Despite Adele's lack of education, she followed the Virgin Mary's words to heart. She began traveling from house to house, often on foot, to teach children about the faith. Her dedication was remarkable. She faced harsh weather, wild animals, and the perils of frontier life, but she was undeterred. Her mission grew, and soon a small school and chapel were built on the site of the apparitions, which became a focal point for the local Catholic community. Adele's work laid the foundation for a lasting legacy. The school provided religious instruction for generations of children, and the chapel became a place of pilgrimage and prayer. However, the tranquility of the Wisconsin woods was about to be shattered. It was October 8, 1871, and an oppressive heat had settled over the region. One of the most dramatic events linked to Our Lady of Champion is the miraculous event was during the Great Peshtigo Fire of 1871, a devastating blaze that consumed over 1 million acres and claimed hundreds of lives. It was a monstrous inferno, driven by fierce winds. Towns and villages were reduced to ash in a matter of hours. Flames raced toward the shrine. Adele and other local villagers gathered at the chapel, praying fervently for Our Lady's protection, carrying with them a statue of the Virgin Mary. During the Great Peshtigo Fire of 1871, a variety of animals joined the people seeking refuge at the chapel of Our Lady of Champion. As the flames raged across the landscape, farm animals such as cows, horses, pigs, and chickens were led or instinctively moved toward the safety of the shrine's grounds. Wild animals, including deer, rabbits, and birds, were also seen fleeing the fire, gathering around the chapel as if drawn by some unseen force. The Peshtigo Fire, which occurred on October 8, 1871, was a devastating wildfire that tore through northeastern Wisconsin, including much of the southern Door Peninsula and parts of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Adele, a pillar of strength amidst the chaos, was among the villagers at the chapel, and they carried a statue of the Virgin Mary while saying the Rosary. Hymns of supplication rose from the depths of their hearts, their voices a chorus of desperation and hope, each note a testament to their unwavering faith in the face of impending doom. The chapel, usually a place of peace and quiet reflection, throbbed with a desperate energy. Outside, the inferno raged with a fury that defied description. From witnesses' account, the sky turned dark. Outside, the firestorm raged, its fiery breath licking at the chapel walls. Then, just when it seemed hope had all but vanished, a miracle unfolded. The wind, which had been driving the flames relentlessly towards the chapel, shifted abruptly. The firestorm, as if guided by an unseen hand, parted around the small wooden structure, its fiery tongues licking at the air but leaving the chapel untouched. A hush fell over the terrified settlers as they witnessed a miracle. Rain began to fall. The chapel itself remained untouched, an island of sanctuary amidst a sea of fire. It was as if an invisible barrier protected the sacred ground, holding the flames at bay. The firestorm raged for hours, consuming everything in its path. When it finally subsided, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation, the chapel stood untouched. The settlers emerged from their sanctuary, their faces etched with awe and gratitude, their eyes drawn to the heavens, where smoke still curled against the dawning of a new day. The miracle of the Peshtigo fire, as it came to be known, cemented the legend of Our Lady of Good Help. The chapel, a testament to the power of faith and the unwavering protection of the Queen of Heaven, drew pilgrims from far and wide. Adele, forever linked to the miraculous events of that fateful night, continued to serve her community, her faith unshaken, her spirit a testament to the enduring power of belief. The story of Our Lady of Good Help, passed down through generations, transformed the small chapel in the Wisconsin woods into a beacon of hope for the faithful, and blossomed into a place of pilgrimage. The chapel site has been renovated over the years, stands today as the national shrine of Our Lady of Good Help. People come to give thanks for the countless miracles attributed to the intercession of Our Lady of Good Help, for the lives spared, the prayers answered, and the unwavering faith that sustained their ancestors through the darkest of times. The story of Our Lady of Good Help is not confined to the past. It continues to unfold with each passing generation. It is a story of the unwavering love of a mother for her children. Adele Brise, the humble immigrant woman chosen to be a messenger of hope and conversion, lived to see the fruits of her labor. Though Adele died in 1896, her legacy lived on, nurtured by the countless lives touched by her story and the enduring presence of the shrine. The National Shrine of Our Lady of Champion is the first and only approved Marian apparition site in the United States.